My wrist is starting to hurt because of holding this damn phone because I'm not a professional and I'm not doing all that shit. I'm really not. I did buy a tripod, but stupid. And also, I'm dying because when I went to go rewatch some of these older videos, I was like, I'm going to do this because I want to learn to edit so that eventually I can learn to edit other people's content. No, I hate editing. And like, part of me is like, you're never going to make it big, my girl, if you just put up these low ass quality videos. But like, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, I'm just kind of lazy in a sense. Like, this is really just for me, myself, and I. And if I think there's 40 of you want to like follow along with the bullshit, hell yeah, you know what I mean? But like, I'm not a edit and make I just can't. And everyone, I'm not kidding. Like, two of my friends, like my cousins, family, they're like, you should just get on TikTok and showcase your life abroad. And I told my cousin yesterday, I was like, I just don't think that is like what I feel inclined to do. I can see that the growth is quicker on TikTok per se. And people probably like randomly scroll more, but I just don't feel like that's my vibe. I don't want to feel like I'm always attached to my phone. And when I was talking to my cousin, she's like, oh, everything I think is in content. And I'm like, I don't want my brain to work like that. Like, I really don't want to feel like when I'm out exploring Porto, which I'm not going to lie, I really need to go explore more. But like, I woke up sick on Tuesday and I just feel like shit. And I did say, I was like, the first week of March is when I'm going to start like giving myself a routine. No, but I really need to sit down today and like plan out my week because I feel like even though I don't like routine, like I don't know if I really like having a strict routine. I need to know like what I'm doing for maybe not even the week, but like the day. Maybe it's like every evening I plan out my next day. And also, I don't know what's going to pan out with like work and life. And oh my God, let me just fucking tell you something. I'm so excited. I'm making money on my Airbnb. I'm like, fuck yeah. Woohoo. I got money inserted, deposited into my bank account yesterday. I was pumped. I'm like, yes. No. My fucking Airbnb property management company sends me a fucking invoice. $2,500. I was like, and then they had the audacity to send an email being like, our profit margins should be better next month. Oh, good, because I'm negative $2,500. And that doesn't even include my utilities or HOA. And I'm over here spiraling. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm spiraling on ChatGPT, which I know I need to do less of, but like, it does really streamline some shit. So I'm on ChatGPT being like, what the fuck? How do I owe them $2,500? They were like, don't panic. This is like the startup cost. And I had a leak and I had to fix something in the bathroom because there was something on the roof. So I had some upfront costs. Like I had to buy like 20 fucking towels and more sheets and a toaster and whatever, all this shit. And I'm like, fine, I get that. And then obviously I had something wrong with my roof. And then I had this leak. And next month I have the leak like and the chiropractor's being fixed. So I doubt I'm going to be making any money next month. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And ChatGPT was like, well, don't worry. If you didn't have all these startup costs, you would make $400. I was like, $400 a month. That's how much I'd be making? Great. Wonderful. And part of me is kicking myself in the ass for not renting it long term for $3,500. I really am. But I did this for the flexibility. And if I need to pivot next year, I'm going to pivot next year and I'm going to sell all my shit in there and I will rent it long term. But the fact that I am negative $2,500, let's say call it $3,000, negative $3,000 for the month. Because again, I have to pay my HOA and my utilities and all that shit. I'm like, I don't have $3,000 just to like willy-nilly give away. I mean, it's just like, and I know I'm very like lucky and I'm so privileged, but that is just so goddamn annoying. And I did start spiraling and then I looked inward and I said, Kristen, you goddamn psychopath. You're not just going to sell your place today because you're out $3,000. You got to give it the year and see what the profit margin is. Okay, like you got to give it the rest of the year. It has only been 2 months and I've already switched my Airbnb company, so I had to do 2 startup fees, and like obviously something wrong with my roof and then a leak is not ideal in the first couple of months. But I'm hoping that all the bad stuff is at the top end, and over the summer I will see, some ROI. But someone did just cancel their Airbnb in April, and I'm like, can a girl catch a break? I need more bookings, not people fucking canceling bookings. But I'm trying to remain positive. Nonetheless, in terms of the real estate thing, I don't know. I could have shot myself in the foot because I really can't commit to 9 to 6, Monday through Friday for 4 months. So I kind of told him I could do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 3. I mean, 9 to 6 is just fucking crazy. And he was like, listen, there'll be way more flexibility when you like become a realtor and like know this stuff. But like, I'm fearful that like I'm going to give up all that time here and in like 9-10 months not come back to Porto or not come back to Portugal at all and pivot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know. Right now, I'm very content here. My uncle texted me and he was like, well, this is at 10:30. He's like, I checked the time. It's not too late to text. I'm like, yes, it is. I was asleep at like 8:30. Enough is enough. But he's like, oh, how are you doing? You probably feel more safe over there than we do here. And it's like, a little bit in terms of like daily life, right? Like my daily life feels much safer. I mean, the fact that I walked home at 2 a.m. after going out and didn't feel scared is incredible shit. I don't want to hold the phone up. Whatever. That's my thumb. I don't care. But like at large, no, I don't really feel safe. I know like war has happened all the time, but this feels so daunting. I'm really stressed. I'm really stressed about traveling and like seeing people again, which is so insane. And again, like you just can't predict the future or like what's going to play out. And I don't want to like be so fearful of life. And I kind of just know like bad things will happen and bad things are going to happen. And I have to continue to live my life. Like, I can't really control outside factors as much as I can control my life. So, like, even though I'm more on high alert, you know what? I've stayed on high alert. My whole goddamn life, I've been on high alert. So I'm going to continue to just, like, make the best decisions that I can make for myself, which between the Airbnb and not long-term renting it or even buying this fucking property. I'm like, what the hell? And I really do want to buy another property abroad so I can have another investment property. But I'm like, well, it's not making me any money. I'm just throwing my money at property and I'm out $3,000 fucking dollars. And last month I was upset because I made $40. Now I'm like, well, I wish I made $40. So right now, I'm saying Airbnb, not the vibe, not the move. It's a lot. It's way too much. And, like, even if I didn't have the property management company, yeah, I think I would have made, like, $1. Whatever. So I don't know what I'm going to do about this real estate. He said he was going to talk to his counterpart yesterday. I didn't hear back. And I'm like, did I shoot myself in the foot? And then I'm like, well, is it shooting yourself in the foot if, like, you didn't want to do it 9 to 6 for 4 months every day? And I didn't. I really don't. I don't know, but I feel like I was so excited 2 days ago about life. I'm like, yes, woohoo. And now I'm like, I'm never going to make money again. I'm fucked. Oh my God. Anyway, it's way too early for this, but this is what I wake up thinking about. But I do just need to have like a schedule. I think that is the biggest problem. I need to make a list of things, places that I want to do because I am truly finding myself, I don't want to say falling back into bad old habits because like I really enjoy my time alone, which is also the problem. Like I like smoking and making food or ordering food and hanging out with my dog and watching TV and lounging But also, part of me is like, bitch, you're in Portugal. Like, you live in Portugal. Go live, laugh, love. I mean, I have this illness and like kind of shitty weather on my side. But like, I really, really, really like it is going to take a lot, I feel like, for me to put myself into this mindset where like I need to go out to eat more and I need to go walk more and I need to get like lost in these walks. And also, part of me is like terrified to leave Cora. I feel bad leaving Cora, but not all the time do I want to go do stuff with Cora. Like, I can't walk into little shops when I'm like, I don't know. I really need to go like spend time getting lost in the city, and it's small enough to do that. I need to go spend time on like the river and just like enjoy that. I don't know. Yesterday I was thinking like maybe I allow myself Monday through Friday every day to go like to a coffee shop and have coffee and a ham and cheese croissant, like something small. And then just to get myself out of the house. And especially if I don't get this real estate job where I have to be in the shop. They don't call it an office, they call it a shop because it has windows. Like, if I don't get that part-time real estate gig here, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I feel like Monday through Friday, I should like allow myself to go to a coffee shop, have my coffee, because like I'm not making good coffee here. And coffee's like, I'm over here like, about $3,000. Let me go to the coffee shop every morning. God damn. This is why I'm also scared like I'm going to go broke. So I also don't want to do anything. But I'm also like, spend your money, bitch. Like, you have savings. You're going to make money. Things are going to be okay. And I'm trying not to spiral. But like, how can you not in this economy, in this world? And again, I'm fucking privileged and I'm feeling this way. So like, I can't imagine. I really can't imagine. And then part of me was like, get your ass on TikTok. But I'm like, I really don't want that to be my life either. And I don't really want to. No, 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 not, no, 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 no. Anyway, I'm just struggling. I was supposed to go to an interview today for a part-time, like, gym, I guess, like, probably, like, front desk person. They needed people on the weekend. And I was like, oh, that could be, like, perfect for me to, like, pick up some shifts. But like, again, I don't feel great. My throat hurts. I can't stop coughing. I slept for a few hours because I'm just like, and I'm just feeling drained. I should actually make sure that they got the email because I sent them I'm on my phone, so I guess I can't do that. I sent them an email trying to reschedule. So again, like, I feel like I was on such a high a couple days ago with like money. I was like, yes, I'm making money from my Airbnb. I have this part-time job. I'm going to have this real estate part-time get. No, now I'm like, no, I'm not making any money. But I don't know. I think I guess I need to wait to hear back from this real estate before I make any plans. And then yesterday I had this brilliant idea that I was like, oh, once a week I'm going to buy a new outfit. And I'm like, that's a lot of clothes, bitch. So I'm like, maybe once a month I go do that. I already did. I haven't done March, technically. I've done February. So maybe right before my girlfriends come, I'll do some shopping. One outfit, like one or two outfits, depending on like what pieces I already have to make the outfit. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to take like an inspo pic. Part of me is like, take the inspo pic. But then part of me is like, figure out your own style without the inspo pic. But I don't know how to dress myself without the inspo. You see the problem? I'm just a fucking mess. And I'm just really hoping, like, I am just praying that at the end of these 10 months that I can come back to Noche Buena and have like good stories for people. But as of now, they're gonna get a bunch of, well, I was high and watched Ginny and Georgia, Housewives, Bravo, ordered food. I need to like make a list of dinner spots, lunch spots, brunch spots. I need to make a list of like parks, like actual places I want to go visit. And I think I just need to like knock them off the list one by one. But it's daunting. I guess maybe I'm overwhelmed. I think I'm a little overwhelmed because I am really enjoying just being here, but I'm not really doing anything outside of my normal behavior when I was living in the US. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm still the same human being. So, like, trying to become someone so vastly different. And, like, this whole reason I moved here was to go out and go eat out alone and go to wine bars and go look at different, like, sites and go try new coffee and new places and meet new people and put myself out there. And I really find myself struggling to break old patterns. And again, I don't know if it's the weather or because I'm just overwhelmed with the world and just like this massive life change. And I'm trying to give myself grace. But I'm like, how much grace can I give? And then I keep reminding myself, it hasn't even been a month. I haven't even been here one full month. So like I'm allowed to adjust, but I just don't want to I just really don't want to make this a pattern because I really do want to like enjoy this country and my time living abroad. And again, I hope this is more permanent. I hope it's a more permanent thing. And I just don't, I'm just struggling. I think when I was on vacation and I knew it was 3 months and time was fleeting, I was like, oh my God, I gotta like do more. It's vacation. I came here to like explore. Here, I'm like, well, I live here. So it's like, well, I'll sit on my ass and watch TV. But also, it's like, I'm in a new country. I'm in a new spot. I'm in a new city. I haven't even really gone over the bridge to explore Villanova de Gaia. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so much for me to do, even in this small city. And I'm just kind of being a bump on the log. And I'm mad at myself. And I shouldn't be because, again, I need to adjust. But I'm just, what a spiral. What a spiral I'm having this morning. And I'm starving. I'm going to go make breakfast, I think. Ugh. I don't know. I just hope I really hope I'm making the right decisions. I don't know. And part of me wants to like move to Lisbon. Part of me is regretting not going to Lisbon because obviously it's more, and again, I moved here for so many reasons, but everyone is like, oh, Porto's so amazing. If you went to Lisbon, you would just be with a bunch of other Americans. And I'm not anti-American, okay? Also, I just have to believe the Americans that moved to Portugal are kind of probably the people that I want to be around. You know, like the Americans I want to be around. I just feel like, obviously, if I was around more Americans, it'd be way easier for me to integrate because, like, there's no language barrier. There's no, like, you know what I mean? Like, so and it's just bigger. It's just like a bigger city. So I'm like, God, what did I do? How did I end up in Porto? I started looking for property in Lisbon. I looked at 2 properties yesterday. One I really loved. I really, really liked it. The only thing I didn't like is like there was a window into the other person's unit, but I love the area. I also don't know if I like 10 minutes closer. Like, I wish I was 10 minutes closer. Like, I just feel a little bit removed where I'm like, I don't want to do the 15-minute walk, which is so lazy. But, like, if you get it, you get it. I'm like, God, I don't want to do that. So right now I'm just, like, in a moment of spiraling and feeling regretful of my decision for Porto, even though I really like Porto. Like, I really feel like if I found community here, I would love how small the city is because, like, it is so goddamn walkable. So I don't know. I'm just like, I'm having a moment of just a lot of thoughts in my head. And I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, but I need to put more pressure on myself so I don't just like continue to lay around every evening. But like the rain definitely isn't helping. Me being ill isn't helping. And yeah, part of me is like, make a weekly plan. But I think maybe the better option for somebody like me who I think likes a little bit of routine, but likes flexibility is like every night before I go to bed, I need to plan out my day according to like the weather. Or maybe I wake up early and do it according to the weather. I don't really know. I need to go on more tours. I just need to I need to get out of this fucking box. Okay? I need to get out of the confines of my 4 walls and I need to go do things and live it up. Because I will regret every moment of my life if I decide in 10 months I no longer want to be in Portugal and I didn't experience this to the best of my ability because I'm worrying about money and finances and that kind of stuff. And obviously that is a valid concern, but I need to trust myself in the fact that I bought this Airbnb because it's going to produce me money. Okay. I have to remember that. I have to say the first 2 months were just 2 bad months. Do you know what I mean? They were just the first few months are going to be tough. I have to remind myself that I will eventually find a job that pays me more. I'm hoping it's with this protein coffee, you know, because like I'm really enjoying the boss. I'm really enjoying just like the mundane work. And I also have to remind myself, like, if I want to make Portugal my home, I will find something like real estate or something that I really want to invest in. And I don't need to make those decisions 3 weeks into a move abroad. Okay, like this is time for self-discovery because I don't know what the hell I want to do. I've done for 10 years, I've done what everybody else said was like the way to success. And I feel like the biggest failure, like truly the biggest failure. I told my dad this before I moved. When my sister was here visiting, I looked at her, I said, I told Poe the other day, which is what we call our parents, Mo and Poe. I was like, I told Poe the other day that like I just feel like the biggest failure. And she was like, I know you do. I know you feel like that because of like the way that you're living your life and that it's so different and you're trying to do different things. But like that's like the biggest non-failure. I'm gonna cry. And it makes me so happy to hear that, like to hear my sister and my dad be like, you're not a failure. Like the things that you are doing are so hard and brave, even though they seem so stupid. Like not working and moving abroad and like trying to like figure it out seems just so easy peasy, but it is one of the hardest things that I've done thus far. Like everything is just different and new to me, and I'm putting myself out there for jobs here like in real estate or part-time fitness jobs, and I'm putting myself out there to like brands working part-time. And but the thing is, like, I have to sit there and email them and be like, I have worked in sales for 10 years and I hate sales, so like I'm trying to completely change my it's daunting, it's hard. I do feel like a failure at sometimes, but I'm also so like proud of myself in other aspects. But like I'm really worried about finances, obviously, but then also part of me is like, well, the world's on fire, who gives a fuck? So I need to figure out maybe what I need to do in this 10 months is also like learn how to budget and finance and do all the things almost 35-year-olds should be doing. But I'm just like, I'm gonna go make breakfast because this is a mess. I'm a mess. I'm gonna show you my dog because she's actually cute and I love her. And, you know, damn, a pretty girl. Isn't she so cute, though? I mean, I really can't. She's my little girl. Oh, my God. She's like, did you have to do that? But I did. Look at her, look at her, look at her, look at her. Oh, she's perfect. Okay, goodbye.